What are some of the points that Mr. Jabulani Sithole, who did take the ANC to court, what are some of the issues that he's particularly raising with you when you had an engagement with him?
Well, we did not necessarily go into the merits and demerits of the case. What we did was to establish the credentials of those comrades, ascertain that they are indeed representing those affected branches. So that's what we really did. I mean, you could hear part of what they are bringing up really is to have the matter finalized and a clear position communicated according to them. And yet we did say, then we brought this information to them, which the PS gave them in terms of the work that they had already done. That the PEC was seized with this issue for a day and decided that, okay, let's allow them to participate in conference, of course, maintain the very status that they would have maintained in Ekurhuleni. That is a decision. It's a decision, unless we're looking for a different decision.
Thank you very much, Mr. Pule Mabe, as they head to court to try and defend the ANC from this contentious issue, which the ANC in essence has just pretty much kicked downstream and not wanted to deal with the issue because, and also another factor is that the conference, the highest decision-making body, is meeting and they can decide whether to open or to close those 19 quarantined votes. We do know that those 5 affected branches translate to 14 votes or 14 delegates to this provincial conference. But in essence, the ANC in the past 2 days has essentially opened the conference to the national chairperson. The chairperson has delivered his political overview, and that's pretty much all that they've done. The organizational report, the financial report, the credentials have all not yet been tabled. The entire day today, they've done absolutely nothing. The president of the ANC was supposed to come to this conference today as he is heading out of the country tomorrow. In essence, now he has to essentially come and address this conference tomorrow on the day where the ANC celebrates the adoption of the Freedom Charter in Kliptown, which he had moved that address to today, but now he can no longer make that address to this conference because plenary has not even gotten in session, and yet they have not adopted credentials. In essence, if credentials have not yet been adopted, conference has not yet started because they can't go into the deliberations on the various reports that would be tabled before conference, which is the organizational report, the political report, and the financial report, and they can't go to the various commissions and they can't nominate leaders of the ANC who will take the leadership of the organization post this conference.
So, Samkele, then this means that we may not see this conference come to a close tomorrow, as some of the leaders had said that come Sunday, they're going to be done with the business of this conference.
Indeed, we won't see this conference ending anytime soon. You won't see it ending tomorrow. I anticipate that will be either end on Monday evening when they finally close this conference with the newly elected provincial chairperson, but it definitely will not close and will not finish its business by tomorrow afternoon. And I wonder if the president of the ANC, Cyril Ramaphosa, will even still be able to address this conference before he heads to Germany on Sunday afternoon. We do know that he was scheduled to speak today, which was later on again moved to tomorrow on the day where the party celebrates the Freedom Charter. They have not even presented credentials, Bongiwe, and credentials in an ANC conference to adopt. They sometimes take about 8 to 12 hours. Sometimes they take 24 hours. So it's a very hot, contentious issue, particularly with the hot potato that they have in their mouth right now and on their hands, which is the quarantine votes of Ekurhuleni, particularly with that branch member taking the ANC to court now, wanting the issue of Ekurhuleni to be resolved before this conference officially starts and adopts credentials.
All right, Samkele, we'll check in with you a little later on and see also that court case that we understand is to start at 6:30.